The Cursed Stockings. In the desolate recesses of the North Pole, where the cheerful melodies of Santa's workshop failed to reach, a forsaken figure lurked in the shadows, Shadowflake, the sinister elf with a heart hardened by abandonment, no longer content with nursing his grievances in solitude. He had devised a new plan to unleash chaos upon the unsuspecting Christmas festivities. With an air of malevolence surrounding him, Shadowflake delved into the arcane arts, seeking to wield dark magic that would taint the very essence of the holiday, his twisted mind fixated on the symbol of innocence, an anticipation the stockings hanging by the fireplace, awaiting the arrival of gifts and delights. In the eerie silence of his secluded workshop, Shadowflake spoke to himself in hushed tones, his voice echoing through the cold walls.
Shadowflake,
he muttered, addressing himself,
shall twist the joy of Christmas into a nightmare. The stockings, the vessels of anticipation, shall become instruments of chaos under the influence of his dark magic.
Armed with the eldritch powers he had harnessed, Shadowflake approached the unsuspecting stockings with a wicked gleam in his eye.
Children,
he whispered to himself, his voice tinged with malevolence,
shall find no respite in the embrace of their once joyous stockings. Shadowflake's curse shall turn their laughter into screams, their innocence into terror.
As Christmas morning dawned and the children, with eager anticipation, rushed to their stockings, the sinister elf's curse took effect, unbeknownst to the unsuspecting celebrants. The stockings emitted a dark energy, coiling around them like serpentine tendrils. The once joyous occasion transformed into a nightmarish spectacle, as laughter gave way to desperate cries. Hidden in the shadows, Shadowflake watched the chaos unfold with a sinister satisfaction.
Shadowflake,
he spoke to himself, reveling in the malevolent symphony he had orchestrated,
shall bind them with enchanted bonds, and their struggles shall be the sweetest notes in his malevolent composition.
The children, ensnared by the magical grasp of the cursed stockings, fought desperately to break free. Parents, alarmed by the sudden turn of events, rushed to aid their distressed offspring. Yet, every attempt to untangle the enchanted bonds only served to tighten their grip, as if the magical restraints fed on the desperation and panic that permeated the air. As the once celebratory day descended into pandemonium, Shadowflake reveled in the disarray he had unleashed. The workshop, now a theatre of dark enchantment, echoed with the cries of trapped children and the frantic efforts of their parents.
Shadowflake,
he declared with a malevolent grin,
shall be the architect of their despair, the puppet master pulling the strings of their misfortune.
In the midst of the chaos, Shadowflake continued his internal dialogue, addressing himself in the third person.
The stockings,
he mused,
once symbols of joy and anticipation, now instruments of torment. Shadowflake's curse shall linger, a haunting presence that stains the very fabric of Christmas with the ink of malevolence.
As parents struggled to free their trapped children, and the festive atmosphere crumbled, Shadowflake's dark laughter resonated through the workshop.
Shadowflake,
he taunted himself, reveling in the twisted humor of his own creation,
shall be the herald of a Christmas tainted by his malevolent touch. The North Pole shall bear witness to the chaos he has unleashed, and Santa himself shall rue the day he abandoned his most cunning creation.
Amidst the turmoil, Shadowflake's malevolent soliloquy continued, each word dripping with the satisfaction of revenge.
The children shall learn,
he muttered, his voice a venomous whisper,
that joy is fleeting, and innocence can be twisted into despair. Shadowflake's curse shall be a lesson etched in the memories of generations to come.
As the enchanted chaos persisted, the sinister elf's internal dialogue extended into the intricacies of his dark plan.
Shadowflake,
he addressed himself with a twisted smirk,
shall revel in the aftermath. The once festive day shall be eternally marred by the echoes of his malevolent laughter, a haunting reminder of the consequences of abandoning the Forsaken.
The workshop, now a realm of dark enchantments, echoed with the lingering malevolence of Shadowflake's curse. The sinister elf, lost in the labyrinth of his own twisted thoughts, continued to speak to himself in the third person, a solitary figure reveling in the chaos he had orchestrated. As the echoes of his malevolent laughter faded into the cold air, the Forsaken workshop stood as a testament to the sinister elf's descent into darkness. Shadowflake, lost in the intricate web of his own malevolent musings, continued to speak to himself, a solitary figure reveling in the twisted symphony of his vengeful imagination. Return on the morrow, should you summon the courage to tread into the shadows, as the sinister elf's malevolent saga unfolds further. If you dare to revel in this dark delight, pledge your allegiance by subscribing and bestowing your like upon us.